Hey everybody, Shawboy here, back from a video, and today I'll be showing you how to make a team picker in Roblox. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the top and click on View. You're going to want to open up Explorer and Properties. Next we're going to make the team picking menu. So you want to go to Starter GUI. Press the plus next to it. If you don't have that, you can right click and press Insert Object. And then put in a screen GUI. Now you can design the GUI. When you select it, this should appear at the top. And you can use this to make frames and stuff. So let me make my GUI real quick. Now as long as your GUI has two buttons, it should be fine no matter what it is. So you want to go to Explorer and find the two buttons that you put on your GUI. You want to name them separate things. So I'll name this blue button. And I will name this orange button. These are the two team buttons. And when they press one of these, it'll put them on the same team. I'm going to make the teams real quick. If you don't already have the teams, you can go to the team folder in Explorer. Right click it, insert object, and then put in a team. I'm going to get my blue team, and then my orange team. You also want to make an extra team if you haven't already. We'll name it the choosing team. You want to make sure they all have a different color. You want to select these, and then turn off this in properties. This will make it so they're always put on the choosing team whenever they first join the game. Next, we're going to move the screen GUI into replicated storage. We're going to go to Starter Player. Open that up, go to Starter Player Scripts. Right click, Insert Object, Local Script. Now we have our local script here. Now we're going to go to Explorer again. Go to Replicated Storage. Right click it, Insert Object, and then a remote event. This is the remote event that we're going to be using to tell the server that we picked a team, so the server can put us on that team. So we're going to start scripting our local script. So first we're going to want to move the GUI to the player so that they can see it. So local players equals game get service players. We have to get the player service. Then local player equals players.local player, which is just the player that joined. Then local player GUI equals player with child player GUI. We're going to move the screen GUI into the player GUI. That'll let them see it. Game get service, replicated storage, wait for child screen GUI. And then we can parent it to the player GUI. Now they can see it. Now we're going to get the buttons. So to make it easier, we can open this up. And we just have to find those buttons. So this is how I'm going to find mine. So local frame. It was main GUI, wait for child frame. So it goes from here to the frame. Then local button 1 equals frame, wait for child blue button. So that gets the blue button. And then the same for the other one. Local button 2 equals frame, wait for child orange button. Now we have our buttons and variables set up. We're also going to get the remote event. Remote event. It was game, get service, replicated storage, wait for child remote event. And now we're going to wait for them to press one of them. So button 1 dot mouse button 1 down connect function, remote event, fire server 1. And then we can just copy this, press enter a few times, and then paste it. I use Control C and then Control V. You can also hover over it, right click and press copy, and then click right here, and then paste. We're going to do the same for the second button, so 2 and 2. So whenever they press the buttons, it will fire the event, telling the server that they pressed one of them. Now we're going to go to Server Script Service in Explorer. Right click, Insert Object, Script. Now we are making our server script. So now local players equals game get service players. Local remote event equals game get service replicated storage wait for child remote event. Local teams equals game get service teams. And then we can get the variable for the teams. So local team 1 teams wait for child blue. Local team 2 equals teams wait for child orange. Now we're going to set up a function. So remote event .onServerConnect function player, and then data, which is the data they sent. So if data equals 1, then player dot team equals team 1. Otherwise, we'll put them on team 2. So if they press 1, the first button, it'll fire an event sent with the data, which is just 1. And then the server receives it over here, runs this code, and then it puts them on this team because they sent 1. Same for the other one, but it sends 2 instead. So it goes to team 2. We're also going to be turning this off because we don't want them loading in before they select a team. So to get rid of the menu, it's as simple as doing this. Means UI.enabled equals false. Same right here. And you also want to turn off reset on spawn. That can cause a couple glitches sometimes. Now I'm going to check if they've already selected a team. So if player.team equals teams.choosing, then we can move this in here. The next, player load character. So this will load their character into the game after they select a team. They will not load in until after they selected a team. We're also going to need to set up a respawn function because we've removed that by turning this off. So players.playerAdded connect function player, and then player.characterAdded connect function, then repeat task.wait until player.character. So it waits for a player to be added, waits for the character to be added, waits for the character to load in. Now we're going to get their humanoid, so local humanoid equals player.character, wait for child humanoid. Now we're going to see when it dies. Then tasks.wait, players.respawn time, which is this variable right here, as you can see in properties. It'll wait that long, and then player load character. Now it should be fully complete. So now if we press play, we're not loaded in yet, but we can select a team. So I'll go on the blue team. As you can see, it puts us in the game, and now we are on the blue team. If I reset, we will also still respawn because we've scripted that in. And that's how you make a team picker in Roblox. Make sure to slap that like button and punch the subscribe button. Peace. Also make sure to check out my games in the description below.